Hi, I'm Barb Hill, and I am the Early Childhood Administrator here at the Houston Early Learning Center, which is part of Northwest Local School District. I happen to be in one of our 4-year-old classes right now with the preschoolers, so all these kiddos in here will be going to kindergarten next year. I would like to share with you a little bit about our Step Up to Quality 5-star rating. We are very proud of this rating. We are one of few programs in the state of Ohio that has received this. It is an honor based on the staff here at the Houston Early Learning Center. If it was not for all of our highly qualified teachers, highly qualified teaching assistants, we would not have received this award. And our parents also play a very important role in this. There are many segments to reaching this rating. There are, the State Department looks at our curriculum, they look at our parent involvement, they look at what we do here with the children. Every child here in our program has a goal that is determined by each parent in the program. The State Department looks at the teachers, the benefits that they receive, if they have master's degrees, if they have bachelor's degrees. Of course, here in Northwest Local School District, all of our teachers meet those credentials. They all have a minimum of a 4-year college degree in early childhood. At Houston, we serve 230 children. Approximately 60 of those children have special needs. And if you were to come into our program, you would not really be able to determine who is typically developing and who is a child with special needs. We look at all of our children as children that they can all learn, that when they leave here, they've had a wonderful experience and that they are very prepared for kindergarten. Let me share with you a little bit about the process as far as the Step Up to Quality rating. What happens, first of all, is the State Department, the Ohio Department of Education, notifies the preschool program that they are up for a site visit and that a rating will take place. And there are things that they look at as far as they look at your student-to-teacher ratio, which we have an excellent ratio here at Houston. In our 4-year-old classes, we have a ratio of 1 to 12. In our 3-year-old classes, we have a ratio of 1 to 10. They look at that. Of course, like I said previously, they look at education. They also look at our community involvement. This year, for several years, we've been working on a learning lab. And we have had community partners play a role in us completing this. Bob Meyer Landscaping came in and completed the landscaping. Jim Wills with SureSeal came out and he met with me originally, and he's really the person that got everything rolling for this year for us to complete the project. So all of those people that live and work in the community, that is another part of that Step Up to Quality rating. The other thing that they look at our curriculum. We have an adopted curriculum. The Northwest Board of Education approved our curriculum 2 years ago. Our program adopted Scott Forsman. It was a decision led by a team of teachers. As everything with this Step Up to Quality, the teachers and the assistants and the parents play a major role in us reaching this. So they look at, besides looking at the curriculum, they also look at many other things, like we have to do screenings. So we do a screening at the beginning of the year that we look at children's developmental levels. We look at their social development, emotional development. We look at their cognitive, gross motor, and fine motor skills. The nurse looks at height and weight every year, so we have to report all of that. We do vision and hearing. So all of those pieces play into this Step Up to Quality 5-star rating. We are very proud of this, but if it was not for Northwest Local School District and the importance that they place on preschool and getting children into our program, we would not have been able to reach this. So I think on behalf of all of our parents and staff, we greatly appreciate the support of the school district.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. Till we meet again, till we meet again. May God hold you, may God hold you in the palm of His hand.
Welcome everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the refurbished auditorium. Appreciate you being here. I want to thank a few people. First, I want to thank the Board of Education for their support of the performing arts programs at Northwest. I especially want to thank Todd Bowling, Director of Business Services, Joe Paulett, Northwest High School Athletic and Facilities Director, Jerry Durr and Carrie Malatesta from SHP. And I'd like to thank Mike Feldman with our general contractor, Kramer Feldman, and Josh Smallwood as well, who are here. Thank you for that. And finally, I want to dedicate this to the students and staff, past, present, and future, who have made the Fine Arts program at Northwest what it is today, and we're happy to have some facilities that meet the quality of the programming. So without further ado, I turn it over to the administration, who's going to cut the ribbon.
Okay. I also want to thank a couple people. First of all, the district's support of our, not just the Fine Arts program, which is super important, and we'll be using this new auditorium the most, but just to have a space that's completely modernized and great for all of our students to have meetings in here, and for community members to be able to come in and see a performance in a brand new and state-of-the-art auditorium is awesome. So it's not just for the students of Northwest, who are obviously most important to me, but for the students in the community and community groups to be able to come here and use this space. So thanks to the district for making this a priority. And our first meeting was less than a year ago, so this all got done so quickly, and it just looks beautiful. And Jody Waywood was on our committee. She's a very, very supportive parent, so I don't want to leave her out. And Miss Roof and the Women's Ensemble got a song together in about 5 days for me, so I appreciate you guys doing that. And thank you again to everybody for staying and being here today. I appreciate it.
All right, we basically started this process about a year ago. We formed committees at each high school. The committees consisted of parents, students, staff members, community members, and administrators, what we could do to spruce up both the auditoriums. Both these auditoriums were built back in the 60s and 70s. They had worn down through time and just usage. We've got some great performing arts programs, so what we wanted to do was make sure we got a sound system that matched their ability, something that could reflect on how hard they work and give us a quality sound back. We also wanted to help the community out with some better seating, because this auditorium gets used for a lot of things. It's not just performances, it's awards ceremonies, it's outside rentals, using it for dance recitals. It's used for school events, school meetings. So it was very important to us to give back to our performing arts programs what we had put into this. So we budgeted money to go over a summer's period basically to get the job done. We worked very closely with Steedham and Paul and Kramer and Feldman, and they did an outstanding job on getting done about a month before they were supposed to, because this is a very big project. We had to redo the floor, take out all the seating, put all the new seating in, and redo a lot of things. So it took a lot of work, a lot of communication, But in the end, we've got an outstanding performance auditorium for both Colerain High School and Northwest High School. So it was really attractive to put in. It's attractive to our kids. Again, they put in so many hours of work and practice. They needed a facility that matched their ability to perform. So I think we finally got that. Overall, we're at about $560,000 for both auditoriums. And it was our permanent improvement funds that we put aside for this. And I think, as you can see through the two video sessions, that both of them turned out really nice.
First, I just want to thank everyone for being here, and I want to thank the Board of Education for supporting the programs at Colerain High School and for supporting the performing arts programs. I want to specifically thank a few people. I have their names written down so I don't forget. I want to thank Todd Bowling, our Director of Business Services, Dan Bolden, Colerain High School Athletic Director and Facilities Director, Jerry Durr and Carrie Malatesta from SHP Architects. I want to thank Mike Feldman and Josh Smallwood from Kramer Feldman General Contractor for their hard work over the summer making this renovation a reality. And finally, I want to dedicate this new facility to the past, present, and future teachers that teach the performing arts program, so that we finally have a facility that is of quality as our programming here, and we thank the teachers particularly for their hard work over the past years and in the future. I also want to dedicate to the students that will have an opportunity to take advantage of these facilities, students from the past, the present, and the future that have built our performing arts program into what it is today. So without further ado, I will turn it over to someone, Dr. Turney, who will
Nice and slow.
cut the ribbon.
Nice
So I
and
get
slow.
you
On here. Okay.
Is that slow enough?
A little faster.
I was going to say, because in a minute I'm going to drop these scissors.